In the heart of Yorkshire, our health service is hard at work. A dedicated team working around the clock in Casualty.
How much pain are you in?
A lot.
A lot.
I'm not sure if we should be home for Emmerdale.
They're with us for our most vulnerable moments.
Just be a little bit sore because it'll be bruised.
I don't want to stay in hospital.
Facing life and death, trauma and tears.
Might you die?
The honest answer is I don't know.
Supporting each other through the toughest shifts.
Oh, bless you. We're little dad.
This is Barnsley Casualty 24/7.
Oh, what a day.
My God, that's strong.
On duty tonight, Sister Benita Wainwright
I have 7.5 hours left of my shift.
I'm going home.
Oh,
Junior Dr Dan Buick,
Cool, I can smell that. I'm starting to feel very relaxed as well.
Junior Dr Ashley Trimble,
it's a bit uncomfortable going in. Strong Yorkshire boy, eh?
and volunteer Jane Allen.
All right, darling. But it can make your hair curl, apparently.
So prepare to share a shift
Pop your finger on there, my love.
with the team at Barnsley Casualty.
We will potentially run out, I think, here. Morning, Sheriff.
It's Monday morning at Barnsley Casualty, traditionally the busiest shift of the week.
Morning, Emma.
Morning, you alright?
Yeah, you have you had a nice weekend?
Yeah, good to I can't believe it's Monday already though, can you?
It's busy today.
Oh, I hope not.
Manic Mondays.
Sunday Mondays, as a rule, are his busiest days, which are my days.
The unit has 30 treatment bays,
Right, I'm going to turn you around so you can make your escape if we need to.
a dedicated ward for younger patients,
Do you mind if I have a look at your tummy? You're doing ever so well.
and 5 resuscitation bays for the most serious cases.
He has bilateral kidney failure on an unknown cause.
At the epicentre is the hub, a place where the casualty team deliberate over diagnosis and treatment,
Lynn, hello? You've got a rhesus, Babs? Yeah.
Just have a quick look at this head injury.
as well as less life-threatening matters.
Yeah, I just didn't wear them.
So no. So you should have.
I did have glasses before. I can see again now, so it's all right.
Barnsley's casualty department has 30 junior doctors on the team. And one of the newest members is Dr Buick.
I get shown lots of rashes. I got shown rashes as a student, and rashes in areas that I don't want to be seeing rashes in friends. We were buying a bath stuff and the guy started asking about, I think it was a rash that he had. I don't care, I want to buy a bathroom and I'm not going to examine you in the shop. I think it's more common in adults that haven't had their immunisations, so much older. Go and see your doctor, not me.
Today, the computer is predicting they'll be treating 277 patients over the next 24 hours.
An A&E department is looking after somebody at their most vulnerable time and ensuring that they're safe and that their healthcare needs are met.
But there are exceptions to every rule, and this Monday isn't following the predicted pattern. Already there's pressure to find treatment space.
Nobody that needs a bed, don't put them round there, put them back out in the waiting room.
We're going to be running out of corridor space as well, aren't we, soon? So it's going to get busy. It may be that we need to start bringing people in here to utilise space for investigations, if that's all right.
The trolley is not straight, sweetheart.
It's
not straight, is it?
sensibilities.
No, but there's a diagram. Yeah, there's a diagram. I will give you a... He did that on purpose, didn't he? I will give you a 5 out of 10 for that.
The busy day is about to get busier.
Amy Barnsworth. Okay, we'll get research ready for you. See you soon, thank you, bye-bye.
Dr Buick heads to Rhesus, where paramedics are bringing in 56-year-old Phil.
Come into this one.
He's unconscious and needs urgent treatment.
As he got out of bed, he went to that stomach started tonic convulsing for about 3 minutes.
Hello, my love. My name's Dan. I'm one of the doctors. What's happened?
Well, today I was phoned from work to come and get him because he got a bad headache and stomach pains and he looked terrible. We got home, went to bed. Kept checking on him and I just heard him vomiting all over the bed.
Okay.
We tried to get him up and he said, I can't get up, and then he started fitting. He's woke up, he doesn't know where he is really, he doesn't know what day it is, he doesn't know where I am.
Okay. And I'm very rude, sorry, I didn't ask who you were.
Tracy. I'm his wife. And he didn't know who I was. And then he's had another fit when he's in ambulance.
I've heard it said that A&E is the best 10 minutes of every other speciality. I like that breadth. You don't get in many other jobs. And I see everyone that comes into the emergency department, so from minor injuries through to the really unwell.
Phil, can you open your eyes for me? I'm really sorry, Phil. I'm just going to press above your eye. I'm really sorry.
Darren's one of the consultants. We'll just assess her now. When we know a bit more, you'll know a bit more. All right, we'll just do that first, okay? Be with you in a moment. The honest answer why I went into medicine is I don't know if you remember when sort of choosing your career, you have these sort of search engine things which says what do you like to do and what are you good at and so on. And it kept coming up with medicine, and I kept ignoring it, and I kept filling them in, and I kept coming up with medicine. So I eventually thought I should go and have a look at what that might entail. So what we're going to do first off is get a scan of his head, okay? Have you got any family or anyone else that... Yeah?
No, there's lots of them, though.
Okay. Anyone in particular who wants to come through?
Well, his mum and dad, really, yeah.
Okay, we'll get someone through in just a moment. It's obviously concerning in someone that's young and is normally fit and well. The sort of top of your differentials of what's causing that is a bleed of the brain.
Well,
and so that's sort of the main worry at that time.
Do you understand what's happening?
He might have had a bleed to his brain.
What these doctors need to make sure of now is that he's breathing all right and his airways all right, which is what doctors will still be looking at now.
Okay.
And then we need to do that scan of his head to see if we can find out what's going on. All right?
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want me to get you a cup of tea?
No, I don't like tea.
You don't like tea?
No.
A glass of water?
A glass of water, please. Thank you.
Our job is instrumental in looking after friends and family of patients that are there. It's about being able to support them and get them through a really stressful time.
Have you requested?
Just doing now. Any recess?
With a suspected brain hemorrhage, the priority for Phil is getting a diagnosis as quickly as possible.
Stand up. Hiya, are you on for CT? I've just requested a CT head. I'm keen to whip him round. We're about to set off, I think. Lovely. Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye. It's key to trying to get things done as quickly as possible. Getting to scan and getting diagnosis of a bleed was important because if he needs neurosurgery, then obviously the longer you leave it, the more blood there is in the brain, and that's a sort of closed space.
Emergency drugs, adrenaline.
Push.
Everything all right? Any problems?
No sandwiches.
You've no sandwiches at all?
Well, how many?
1 or 2.
1 or 2.
In the hub, the 30-strong medical and nursing team at Barnsley Casualty are facing one of their busiest days on record. NHS targets state that all casualty patients should be treated in 4 hours, a challenge when the department is this full.
Right. I've been in all areas apart from CDU. I'm going to nip into CDU in a minute. Ambulance, assessment, there's 2 en route. There's about 7 waiting in assessment hub walking-wise, but there's 2 nurses doing rapid assessments in there. But we're still well over numbers, aren't we? Another manic Monday.
They're always busy Mondays.
I
For
know.
me, busy Monday, Benita Monday.
Sister Bonita will be in charge for the next 12 hours.
It's an ongoing learning process, nursing. I still come to work and learn every day, and especially in an A&E department, no 2 days are the same.
With all 30 bays surrounding the hub taken, this shift will be a real challenge.
368, it's Benita Wainwright. Ciao, my love, bye-bye. Ian, where's he gone?
Banzini.
When that red phone rings, I love it.
What's your ETA? We'll see you in recess in 10 minutes.
Adrenaline, anticipation, all those thoughts and feelings come in your head.
Paramedics have a patient rescued from remote countryside with a seriously fractured knee. At 79 years old, Jeffrey is rushed straight to resus.
Does your wife know what's happening?
Yes.
Does she want to come in?
No, she'll be looking after the dog. She'll kill me.
Who's going to be in bad mood?
She'll kill me.
Paramedics, analgesia-wise, what's he had?
A gram of paracetamol
Yeah.
at 9:28 and 2.5 milligrams of morphine at 10:30.
10:30. Okay.
I've still got it here.
No, that's fine.
Put your mouth around it, yeah? And then you put your finger on the top of there. And just so.
By God, that's strong stuff.
He'll be singing to us shortly.
All right, Jeffrey.
So what happened, Jeffrey?
I was walking my dog,
Okay.
and he pulled me over.
What happened after that?
My leg were up here, and I thought, that's not good.
People from Yorkshire in general are made of tough stuff, and especially the older generation, you find coming in with their pain or their problems far later than I would expect you to.
The ambulance came and carried me out of this field. It was muddy. So the ambulance crew got muddy feet and they were frozen. They're marvellous, aren't they? Absolutely marvellous.
Cool, I can smell that. I'm starting to feel very relaxed as well. Can we bob this in your nose? Just bob that away for me for 1 second. We'll do it this way so it's out of the way.
Morning, Jane. Did you sort that out, Jane?
They gave me the website to go to, and it's linked to cruise, so you can put down what cruise you're going on, and they'll put you the countries that you're going to that require a visa.
See, I want one for New York as well, because I'm going to New York in August.
That's 500 quid.
You are kidding me. How many visas you wanting?
Well, one each.
12.
With patient numbers growing by the minute, healthcare assistant Sharon Bailey is responsible for assessing the department's walk-in patients.
Ian please. Is that how you say it? Am I saying it right? You're right, love. So my name's Sharon, and we're just going to do a blood sample. All right, my lovely.
Her first patient is 41-year-old Ian, who's come into Casualty with severe foot pain.
We're going this one. Come and take a seat in here, love. So we're just going to do a blood sample so you can get it sent off, and then you wait to see the doctor, all right?
Okay.
So if you just take your jacket off and give us one of your arms, I'd appreciate it.
You got a preference?
No, listen, if they're good ones, I'll have any. Don't matter. There we go. Are you ready, my love?
Yep.
I'm sorry, here it comes, sorry. Got it. There she blows. So there's no way I'd have pulled it back out and stabbed it again. Here we go, my love. All done. Pop your finger on there, my love.
Yep.
Take a seat back in waiting room, I'm sorry. All right. Oh, stay there, I want another one. Wait a minute, I want another one.
Some more blood?
Yeah, I do. He wants a coag.
What's the colour?
Clotting. Is it swollen, your leg?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's it? Just in case of the clot.
I've broken feet before and this is more painful. I think it's deep vein thrombosis in my foot.
Hence, that one. You ready, lovely?
Yeah.
Go on. Press on there for me, really press on. That's another war wound you've got. You can go home now, so look at all my war wounds. Have you had it before then, this problem?
No, but my parents have both had it.
Right.
And I
Are they on blood thinners by any chance?
My mum was warfarin, I think,
Yeah.
They've had tended to get it when I've been on like long distance flights
Yeah.
and stuff.
But it doesn't have to be long distance, you know. I'm going to pod these away.
Yeah.
And you're waiting for the doctor to see you.
Okay.
Yep.
There's about 7 waiting in assessment hub walking wise. That's massive.
Sister Bonita and lead nurse Hannah Ryan are responsible for ensuring every patient is seen as quickly as possible.
The pressures in A&E department are massive, day in and day out. Yeah, we have as nice days every odd day.
The team are having to deploy extra measures to make sure everyone gets seen.
Going to be running out of corridor space as well, aren't we, soon? Just looking now. There's not much capacity left, is there, really?
After initial assessment in Resus Bay 2, orthopaedic practitioner Sean Coles has been summoned to help treat Jeffrey's fractured knee.
I didn't realise it was here, Jeff. What have you been doing?
And the patient is an old friend.
He don't pull me over. I got it wrong.
Just for a moment,
Yes?
no chatting, a few deep breaths for me.
Yes.
How's it gone?
Wrong? No wrong with your tongue, lad. I shall go down, get some when I get back.
Oh, I'll be getting a latching on it. When I get back, lad.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I'm not cracking jokes when someone's incredibly unwell, but as they're starting to feel better, yeah, I like to have a joke with patients and relatives. So, I'm going to start to give you some medication and get you nice and sleepy.
Yes?
When we've done that, we're going to get this knee in a bit of a better position for you.
Yeah.
So you'll wake up, you'll come round with a plaster on your leg.
Very good.
All right?
Yeah.
You just breathe normal now, Jeff.
Am I?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, breathe normally.
I know it's free, but save some for other people.
That's enough now.
Curdle, get it, curdle, man. Now don't throw it in me. Throw it down the stairs and I'll go this job.
In the hub, a bad smell in the lost property box attracts the attention of volunteer Jane.
My job, once a week, to go through lost property and try and reunite it wherever possible. Or, unfortunately, discard it into rubbish because there is some grotty things like milk gone off sour. These are items that's been left behind by we don't know who. Cornish pasties, which are technically still in date, I might just add. If anybody, what do I have yours? The milk is actually still in date. Why does nobody believe I'm really nice? Like winning lottery ticket. So I had to leave toilet rolls in case they come back. I'll get rid of fools. Just sometimes talking to patients, if a staff member hasn't got time, because there's that many people in, it's just nice to feel that you can look after them a little bit and be there for them, because not everybody's got somebody with them at the time. Because there is some sad times in A&E, and you need to bring a little bit more joy and light into it. So if you can make somebody laugh, I think that's always a bonus. Your patient is number 9. Can they have something to eat as well as
You're not going to give him that Cornish pasty.
Do you know, I have thought about that, but I couldn't dig it out because it's still technically in date. Right, thank you, darling.
I'm going to use that now, though. I can't.
Being informed I can get you something to eat and drink.
Really? Am I going to be here for that long?
Aha, don't know about that bit. Couldn't tell you about that bit, but we really don't want you to starve to death while you're waiting to be seen.
Okay.
It's because it's not a good look. You come in with one thing and end up with something else. Malnutrition. What can I get you? Some toast, tea, coffee?
I'd like some water, please, and a bit of toast, I think.
Just water and toast?
Yeah.
Bread and water?
I'm easily pleased.
Convicts' rations, that, isn't it? Bread and water. I'll get you some love.
Lovely,
Okay.
thank you very much.
So you put them in at the same time, so why does one come that colour and other comes that colour? He's obviously done something to his leg. Or his foot. Can you just stop me? It hurts, Dave. Oh, sorry. Oh, I didn't realise you two were in. Now listen, I have burnt this. This is honestly, I put them both in at the same time, and one comes out with suntan, and the other comes out, and I haven't got a clue why. There you are, sweetheart.
Give us that.
All right, darling. But it can make your hair curl, apparently. Burnt toast makes your hair curl.
The walking wounded are still flooding into Barnsley's casualty department on this busy Monday, and the patients are both young and old. In paediatric triage, Nurse Johnny Sharp is assessing new arrivals. Next on his list is 9-year-old Lily, who's here with a mum and identical twin sister.
What have you done, Lily?
I've slid and I've hurt my ankle.
Have you done that at school?
At home.
At home? Where's it hurting?
All around there.
Round here?
Yeah.
Is this one alright?
Yeah.
And this one?
Yes.
And this one?
Yes.
This one?
Yes.
This one?
Yes.
And under there?
Yes.
Yeah? Alright. Is this bit alright round your ankle?
It hurts when I move
It
it.
hurts when you move it. Can you walk alright on it?
I can walk on it, but it hurts.
It hurts as well. Alright, well, you put your shoe back on. Just have a seat back out in the waiting area, alright? One of the doctors will come and shout you through.
Phil was rushed into hospital earlier in the day. He's been given an emergency scan. The worry is, he may have suffered a bleed on the brain.
Yeah, I'm just trying to undo spaghetti junction. What's happening at the minute is the scan images are going to be sent to neurosurgeons at Sheffield. So what Dan needs to decide with anaesthetist is, do we take over his breathing and ventilate him, or do we hold tight and see if the way he's reacting and the way he's breathing at the minute is due to lorazepam he's had?
So the scan there was no obvious massive intracranial what I was expecting, but it looks like there's probably some subarachnoid blood. They're sending images across. If you want to take airway over, then I can go and start having a chat from and give him a nudge at least. Have you got a unit number or anything, Darren? So 56-year-old, normally fit and well, sudden onset, severe headache today and vomiting. He's had a CT and it looks like he's got some sort of occipital, right occipital subarachnoid blood. But obviously I'm waiting for you to have a look at the images.
I can't believe it.
I know, it's come out of the blue, isn't it?
Well, he's just asleep, he just don't know what.
So we've got medications to keep him asleep if need be, okay?
Yeah.
And then we're doing all the breathing for him,
Yeah.
so he's not aware of what's going on. He's sedated,
right,
so that's
okay.
happening, okay?
Might he die?
There's a pause there because the honest answer is I don't know. You want to be able to say everything will be okay, you know, it's going to be fine, but you don't know that. So it would be unfair to say that because it's just sort of giving false reassurances if they don't necessarily exist. I don't know where we're going. This is too early to tell.
I find it really hard to switch off. Yeah, I'd definitely take my job home with me. Yeah, it's hard.
There are positives in that he's been waking up intermittently, okay, along with some negatives as well.
Okay.
And at the moment, I don't know.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Barnsley's casualty department is facing one of its busiest days ever. Their record is 349 patients in 24 hours.
We're currently at 323 attendances, which is 58 over what we expected today. Potentially on track for one of the busiest days ever. Gonna go home as well, Benita. I'm ready for a gin.
Thank you.
All right. Super. I will see you later.
I notice it's getting busier when the ambulance is queued or staff come and alert you and just go, look, there's so many waiting to be assessed. When it's busy, it's about utilising your staff. Do we get doctors on board? It puts strain on you slightly and it's the acuity that's the big thing. So if you get a full resus department, that automatically has a massive knock-on the rest of that department.
In resus, 56-year-old Phil has been stabilised by the medical team following a suspected bleed on the brain. Preparations are being made to transfer him to a specialist unit at Sheffield Hallam Hospital. for further treatment.
He's got some blood there, the neurosurgeons think. So he's just been tubed. And then they're going to get him off to Sheffield. Family are aware they've just left.
He's not very old, is he?
No, he's...
Bit sad. The relatives all right? You've got them to a level of stabilisation, and that's really reassuring, and you know in your heart that they're going somewhere that's going to be able to provide not better care but more appropriate care.
I personally try and keep a track of my patients. So for example with Phil, I phoned the intensive care unit a couple of days later just to see how he's getting on. So I get this sort of initial idea of how they're doing without sort of knowing truly how they've sort of got on after that.
Phil spent time in intensive care, then was sent home after 10 days to recuperate with his wife Tracy. He's expected to make a full recovery. With Casualty running at full capacity, healthcare assistant Sharon decides it's time to treat her hard-working colleagues to some homemade medicine.
There they are. Chocolate cupcakes, almond slices, cherry bakewells, and lemon meringue tarts.
I do hear about Sharon's cakes, they're legendary. I never get a Sharon's cake at all because they're like all cakes, they just go. But I suppose that's not a bad thing because I could do with losing weight probably.
No cakes in us.
Where did they come from? Who's been baking? Oh, bless her.
Sharon's cakes, I love them. I'm the first one to eat them, and I eat several of them. Yeah, no, she's a gem, that woman. If you've been tied up or busy or had a testing patient or for whatever reason you've not seen colleagues for a little while, Sharon's cakes bring us together.
You laughing at me scoffing cake?
No, I'm laughing at what she's done, bless her.
Hopefully one of the first ones there, and then also one of the second ones there, and then I come around a bit later, and if there's a selection, I like to have tried all of Sharon's cakes. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
They're fantastic.
I can't make all this sugar cane stuff and flick it up there and flick it up there. I just bake.
I want a piece of that cake.
The doctors used to bake a hell of a lot more than they do now. They've not done that for a good while. I might have to bring that up.
It's actually very nice.
Back in Resus, Dr. Buick adds a personal touch to calming his patients' nerves.
So you're not sat in hospital being stared at by lots of people, you're on your favourite beach or your pub with your Guinness, whatever you'd like to choose.
79-year-old Jeffrey's fractured knee needs setting in plaster before being x-rayed.
Because the skin is sort of under tension there, and the worry is that the broken bone is sort of putting it under tension. So just to get it into a more normal alignment, get around to x-ray and then see what we go from there. So it might be that we have to rejiggle it again, but at least the skin isn't under threat. Jeffrey? Jeffrey?
Hey up, Jeff.
You're just waking up. Nice deep breaths. That's it.
How's that feel?
All right, a bit more comfortable.
Hi.
In the hub, high patient admissions are still keeping casualties stretched to the limit.
There's quite a few waiting now.
But the casualty team are a special breed, used to dealing with the pressure.
Oh, God, he's been there ages. Staff remember the really busy days. No 2 days are the same, so yeah, I live and I learn, and yeah, I'm really proud of what I do, yeah.
Oh, what a day.
There's double trouble in paediatrics. Lily is waiting with her identical twin sister Alana for further assessment of her injured ankle.
Lily?
Someone once told me that you are either a nurse that works in A&E or you're an A&E nurse, which means you're A&E through and through. My name's Jo and I'm a nurse practitioner. I hope that I'm an A&E nurse. Let's have a look. Okay, so what are you nervous about?
Like if I'm going to stay in hospital.
Oh no, you're not going to stay in hospital. You've been walking around all week, so we're not going to stop you from doing that now, are we?
Never had an injury like this before.
Have you not? Well, you might get a few
into
more.
A brick wall.
Oh God.
Fell off a trampoline.
Did you? So a bit accident prone. I think children may worry when they come into our department. It's the unknown. If they've not been here before, and obviously they're hurting, they've got an injury or they're ill. So their main worry is, are we going to hurt them further? What's going to happen? And so let's look at your foot. Have you got ticklish feet?
Yeah.
It hurts there. There is a bit of swelling and a bit of bruising. She is a little bit tender, so the only way really to find out is to get an x-ray. Okay?
Have you done this before?
What, an x-ray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes a photo of your bones. You'll be able to see what your bones look like in your feet.
You got there's 26 bones in your ankle.
Is there?
There's 205 bones in your body.
Wow,
While Lily has her x-ray, play leader Lindsay Holmes keeps her twin sister Alana entertained.
You know, if one of you's hurt, does the other one feel that pain? You know, like the twin thing? No. So your ankle is absolutely fine?
Yeah.
You've not had no pain in your ankle?
But I'm making fun of Lily because I can walk in and she can't. That way.
How did your x-ray go?
It was alright.
Yeah, did it hurt?
No.
No. So Lily?
Back so soon? Yeah. Do you want to come this way?
Nurse practitioner Jo Birkinshaw has the results of Lily's x-ray.
So the good news is that there's nothing broken.
Yes!
So that is good news to you, isn't it? So you've got an ankle sprain and that will get better. But it can just take a few weeks, all right? I enjoy working with kids because they're quite amusing and you learn things from talking to them. Their wealth of knowledge and what they know and how much they're learning. And the innocence is just nice to speak to them. Every day is a school day. Do you want to come and have a look at your x-ray?
That means we've all had an x-ray now.
Have you? Have you had one before?
Yeah. We did it in Scarf because I swallowed a penny.
Oh, did you? Never a dull moment with you two, is there?
No. Come on and say thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. All right, take care. Bye.
Casualty is still unusually busy, and the team must keep patients moving through the department.
EPAU is a space up there. Right, okay. There's no beds, so they're trying to sleep out to orthopaedics at the moment.
Treating patients in 4 hours is even tougher when beds are in short supply.
We will potentially run out, I think, here.
Hi, boy.
Back in Rhesus, Jeffrey, who's admitted with a fractured knee,
I've fallen down.
is on the phone to his son.
Dog pulled me down. They don't know what they're going to do yet until they have a look at x-rays. I'm in a pot. It hurts a little bit, but I'm okay. I've had worse from my mother.
The fracture could take months to fully heal, but no one is pointing the finger of blame towards the cause of the accident.
Oh, he's a little cutie, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Look at this way. Butter wouldn't melt.
Yeah, I've got some of those.
Have you?
Yeah, same colour. Oh, he's a beauty, him, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is he mischievous?
He's banned from the living room. Mind you, so am I.
Jeffrey's knee isn't the only thing in Casualty that needs fixing.
Well, I've got in there to lean on it, and it's broken. But there can't only be one screw.
In Casualty Bay 9, Ian, with suspected deep vein thrombosis, is due to be seen by consultant Dr. Doverick Hughes.
The patient with the foot,
Yeah.
leg, foot.
Yes, he can't really walk on it. He hasn't really taken any painkillers out, except for he's had one of his dogs tramadol.
I love the people of Barnsley because they're so direct and honest, and they're very happy to go along with whatever treatment we suggest for them. And the commonest phrase I hear is, whatever you think best, Doc.
He's got a family history of DVT,
Right.
but they were following long-haul flights. He hasn't had any long-haul flights, no surgery, no immobilisation, but he says his job involves a lot of sitting around.
Let's go and have a look at him. Hello there. Hello, my name's Dr. Hughes. Sam's just been telling me about your painful foot. Maybe a blood clot's a possibility that we need to think about. No falls, slips, trips?
No.
Not been to the gym doing lots of weights or
No.
any other workout on your foot?
No.
Show me where.
It's all down the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Slight numbness in the ankle and really painful in the...
So I'll just feel it first very gently just to feel for warmth or anything. You saw under there?
Yeah.
Under there?
Yep.
All over. Sorry. Oh, nearly done. Deep vein thrombosis is quite a common condition. It can be dangerous. It can cause all sorts of problems with the circulation in the leg in the first instance. The biggest worry that patients typically have is that they develop a condition known as pulmonary embolism. So that's part of the blood clot breaking off and passing through the circulation into their lungs. It is occasionally fatal. Did you go to bed sober?
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't like you'd been out and might have injured it, but
No.
don't remember. Okay, so yeah, your ankle's definitely a bit swollen. So let's see what the blood tests show. Blood clots aren't very common there. Infection in the skin is common, but it's not usually painful. It's usually just a bit sore. Well, let's wait and see what the tests show and see if we can get to the bottom of it that way. Okay,
Thank you.
talk to you a bit later.
With 2 hours left before the end of the day, Barnsley Casualty has already treated over 300 patients.
The busiest day we had on record, 14th of December 2012, 349 patients that day, which is yet to be beaten.
That day in Casualty has become known as Black Friday.
I was here 2 years ago when they were talking about Black Friday then, and I'm here 2 years later and they're talking about Black Friday still. Obviously you don't start at 8 AM hoping to break that record. It'd be nice to be able to say I was there on the busiest day.
The medical team at Barnsley Casualty are used to manic Mondays. But this one is on track to be record-breaking.
Hey, well, it's only me, but it's definitely going to be beds for, because I'm going to have to start getting them on hospital beds. There's quite a few. I've explained with relatives the situation that we're waiting for beds. We've transferred them to one.
Sister Bonita, who's in charge of the department tonight, has to make sure that the patients keep moving.
You feel the pressure, you can feel it round your building. You don't need that screen to tell you.
We'll move into this room, okay? Go straight across this room here.
80-year-old Leslie
You okay?
has been admitted with a nightmare nosebleed that's been going on for hours.
When did this all start, Leslie?
11 o'clock this morning.
11 o'clock, and it's not stopped at all.
It's hardly stopped.
Yeah.
Dr. Trimble has been working in the casualty department for the past 8 months.
Where do you feel it running from? Is it the right or the left?
This side.
My bedside manner, I think I try and just be really calm and relaxing. I'll be back in a little second and we'll just get something. We'll have a quick look, all right? Talk as if we're having a bit more of a normal conversation rather than making it like a doctor-patient. It's a bit uncomfortable going in. Good pain threshold.
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
Ex-army.
Yeah. I think that's the one thing that made me want to do emergency medicine as a career, because like everyone's a different person, so you get a different response from them or from their family, or you know, it's all about sort of the interaction. I'll feel much better once you're not swallowing that blood, I'm sure. Pop your head back just ever so slightly for me. Nearly there.
Yeah.
Strong Yorkshire boy, eh?
Oh, aye.
I'm just going to have to blow this up a little, okay? Are you starting to feel a bit of relief with that? That's not sliding?
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
And we'll refer you on to the ear, nose and throat doctors because it's been such a severe one. I think some people just think, oh, it's just a nosebleed, but actually they can be quite severe conditions sometimes. All right,
Thank you.
well done. You did well.
Right, well, that's relieved that.
After 3 hours in Casualty and 2 slices of toast, Ian can go home. Tests reveal there's no clot, but a likely infection that can be treated with antibiotics. Ian may not have to worry about deep vein thrombosis,
I'm getting used to these.
but he does need to concentrate on his new crutches. With Leslie's bleeding under control, Dr. Trimble's priority is to get him a bed on the ear, nose and throat ward.
Hi Laura, it's Ashley, one of the doctors down in A&E. I had a chat with epistaxis to refer, please. The 4-hour window is basically that you're supposed to have patient triaged and then seen by the doctor, had the treatment and have them discharged from the emergency department or getting discharged home. I think it's really, really challenging.
He needs to be transferred quickly if Casualty is to meet its 4-hour target.
And I've put a rapid rhino in his left nostril. I've taken bloods and he's got a cannula in as well. What do you want him to SA? Yeah, okay, I'll get that organised. Thank you. Bye, bye. I'm really annoyed by my rapid rhino. When I pumped it up, it came out a little. It's not bleeding though. Hello. So just got in touch with the ear, nose and throat doctors. So they're going to see you up in the surgical assessment unit, okay? And one of the ENT doctors will look after you from there. All right, nice to meet you. Thank you. Bye.
How can they grumble at hospitals when they're so good with you and nice?
It's been a tough day, but has the last 24 hours been a record breaker for the department?
What were we on? What's the largest one?
349 is the lowest.
Oh.
So we're not going to make that. We are number 2. It is number 2.
At 340 patients, Benita is 9 short of the record.
Well, guys, second busiest day ever. Now over. Done. Midnight. I attract a lot of chaos and carnage in that department, and I think I'd have quite enjoyed to have been known for having the busiest shift. There's got to be some pros to my job. If somebody wants that title, they can have it.
I'm going home. I'm finished. I need my bed.
Yeah, I don't think you should go home, Daniel. I think if you were really dedicated to the cause, you'd stay and help.
I don't know what to say to you there. I'm clearly not dedicated enough. That's it. That's my own point.
Thank you very
Pleasure.
much.
Monday is over.
Just get on with it. Everyone seems to pull together and you crack on. Just do it. You just have a drink.
Next time on Casualty 24/7.
It's not too good out there.
So, don't I go out to some plants thingery now? Bang. Michael Flatley.
We can get him back, we're just up to here.
I said Flatley. You get that, didn't you? How long we been married?
30. Oh, we remembered.
Will she be home for Emmerdale? I'm not sure if I'm being honest with you.
It's a good job we've got an NHS service, isn't it?
Tomorrow night at 9, Alex Polizzi is back rescuing more desperate hoteliers in the start of the new series of The Hotel Inspector. Next tonight, we revisit 5 couples 5 years on to see if it really was a happy ever after despite the age gap love.